Hello, everyone. You know, Halloween is a very strange holiday.
They are all against me. They all must die.
Show me what you got. Is that the best you can do?
When we get back, I am giving you a raise.
Who will? Don't watch the Don't watch the monsters.
Ah! Zombies!
Krusty sweepstakes.
I'll be Hobart!
Hey everybody, welcome to Monday, October the 16th. Yes, we are officially halfway through the month. We're working on the halfway mark here. Things are going great. We're having a lot of good times. This week, as themed weeks go, what are we talking about? The history of Halloween. All the cool history that goes along with this really unique event that we love so much. So, we're going to jump right into some headlines and get into some history, starting with 3 rules for making the absolute best grilled cheese. Yeah, you gotta have some grilled cheese in here every once in a while. What I really liked about this one is they got some graphs. They got like lines pointing to, the bread area and what you need to do there. I like the attention to detail on that. Very important. Yes. All right, moving along. Stockton is no stranger to hauntings. Find out yourself. No, thank you. Stockton's scary enough as is. I don't need the hauntings to go along with it. I'll steer clear. Thank you very much. Moving along. No Hope After Dark. Halloween train. Yeah, I don't think I would want to ride that train at night. No Hope After Dark. I'll stay off that train. I'll stay out of Stockton. I'll just watch this stuff on TV. You know what I mean? All right. Those are the headlines for the day. Now it's time to talk about some Halloween history. Where does it come from? That's kind of the big question I had was, well, where does it really come from? So I got some information here for you, and it's kind of interesting because a version of Halloween exists around the world, many different cultures, but it's different. It really has to do with the recently or deceased coming into the living. So they celebrate that around the world. But here, it's really Halloween itself as we know it here in America and in Canada. American Canada, kind of the same exact thing, Halloween. But it's what we consider Halloween is different around the world. But our version of Halloween dates back thousands of years to the Celtic festival called Samhain. Yeah, it's spelled really weird, Samhain, but it's Celtic, so it's Samhain. Yeah, it was a festival that had to do with the end of the year. It was a New Year's festival, but not the calendar year. It was the end of the harvest. So it was the end of summer, the coming of winter, and they had like a harvest festival. They would have this festival of celebration of harvesting all their food for the season, ending summer. They also thought that this time was the unique time in nature that would be best for the deceased or the unliving to make their way into the living world. So kind of tied together there. So there's a lot of connections between this festival and Christianity. And even though the Christian church had tried to do away with the holiday, well, they've been trying for years and hundreds of years to do away with the holiday. It's actually believed that because of this festival and the Christian church at the time, during the medieval times, that the Christian church kind of took over the festival to recruit more people. And it's thought that the Christian church, by continuing the festival, harvested or outgrew the holiday itself. So even though they've tried to get rid of it over the years, it's kind of the reason it exists still today. It should be known that the festival was believed to be held at Rathcruchen. Yeah, Rathcruchen. It is known during the medieval times as Ireland's Gate to Hell. Yeah, this is out in farmland. You can actually go there today and still see this place. It is a tunnel. It's just a tunnel that goes into a cave underground that opens up into this big cave, and it's believed that that's where people would go to as part of the rituals to celebrate the changing of the seasons and whatnot. It's also believed that this was the gateway this is where the undead would come out from to come visit the living. So there's a lot of stories and history around it. There's not really, whether or not that's actually the birthplace of Halloween, which an article a few weeks ago I talked about. It's really debated, but it's in that area. It's either the Gate to Hell or there's another place where they would have big bonfires. Part of the celebration was these big fires that they would have, and different places would have them. Well, there's a story about a lady that was, she was kind of like she wasn't a princess, but she was well known in the area, one of the families. A lot of drama around her and the situation, and it's believed that one of the fires, one of the locations, that's actually where the official Halloween got its start. But basically it's in that whole area there of where the Gate to Hell is. So anyway, really interesting, but that's the birthplace. It's a Celtic festival, is the birth of Halloween as we know it in the West being America and Canada. We're really the only ones that celebrate it the way we do. Other countries, they do dress up and do different things, but not as cool as we are, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's the birth of Halloween for us. And we got lots of more cool history. We're going to be talking about it in your groups, learning about the history of Halloween all week long. And yeah, we'll talk about it here on the morning routine as well. So that's a great way to start our Monday with a little bit of knowledge there. Now, but we got to stay positive on Mondays, right? So here's Josh with a positive quote.
Hello everybody, Joshua Asbill with the positive quote. Today's positive quote: the strongest people aren't always the people who win, but the people who don't give up when obstacles appear.
Very good, feeling feeling pumped up to get into this week, get some history going of the Halloween, and we got our national day right here.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, another week in. Half the month of October is gone. Scary month. Oh my gravy. Oh. Has anybody gone anywhere? Any spooky places? I haven't. The only spooky place I've been into is the shower to clean it. Oof, it was spooky this weekend. But, one of those things got to be done. But anyway, it is the 16th. It's Monday. And the National Day is one of those days, you look at it and you go, I don't know. But yeah, it is National Department Store Day. You think, department store? What's a department store? Well, a department store would be like Macy's, JCPenney. What else is out there now? See, there aren't a lot of them out there anymore. A true department store. Why did they call it a department store? It had departments, right? You got the men's department, the women's department, the shoe department, the kids department, the perfume department, the makeup department, on and on. They have all these different departments in it. And when I was young, There were lots of them. I don't know if anybody remembers Macy's. Mervyn's, open, open, open.
Open, open, open. Hi.
He's gonna do a it's a body slam! A body slam
Get your keys. Hey, get your keys. No! Mom, it's all fake.
Mervyn's Super Sale now through Saturday. Doors open at 9. We promise. Mervyn's. Big brands, small prices.
I was a department store. We had lots of different ones when I was growing up. And you went. We had Wine Stocks and Got Shocks. And those are the places we went shopping at. There was no internet. You couldn't hop on there, to, I don't know, Etsy or Old Navy, which you can go to an Old Navy, but everybody does everything online. Nobody hardly ever goes inside the store. But that's where you went to get all your stuff at, because there was no internet. So you had to go to the JCPenney's or the Got Shocks or the Macy's if you wanted to get pots and pans or bedding, towels, all those things. It was the department store. That's how everything started out. There weren't all these smaller specialty stores that there are now. You just went to the department store and you got everything you needed. And Walmart's not a department store. I'm sorry. They've had different departments, but they're not what they're talking about, I don't think. At least not in my mind it is. You didn't get food where you bought your other things at. You just, everything for your home but what went into the refrigerator. Or the refrigerator too. Just didn't have that. Later on, that's when they started getting other things, like the Walmart. My era, we had White Front and Gemco. And up in the Oregon, Washington area, Fred Meyer was a big place where they had everything in it. But just a regular old department store. Tell me this. When was the last time you went in JCPenney or Macy's to buy something? If you ask me, I couldn't tell you. I think, did we ring? No, didn't even ring the bell for the Lions at the Macy's last year, so I didn't even go in the Macy's. I can't tell you the last time I went into one of the department stores, because I buy everything online too, like everybody else. Or I go to a specialty store. So, one of these days we're going to say department stores and it's going to be like a figment of our imagination. I hope not. But anyway, that is what the National Day is. National Department Store Day.
Very cool. National Days keep rolling. You got to recycle a few of those every once in a while because they're good. Like Cookie Day and Popcorn Day and things like that. Ice Cream Day, because there's good reminders to go get some of that good stuff. But now we got to go back into the bearded past with Zach.
Hey, it's Monday, October 16th, and the month is just cruising, right? We're in the middle of it, guys. Hope you all had a good weekend. But let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go back in the bearded past. I need a bigger beard again, but I have to shave this one. I'm sorry, guys. I got to shave this one down, but I want it to get much bigger. But let's go back in the bearded past with Zach. So, the beginning of the gaslight era in Modesto, a bright night on July 3rd, 1876. So the lights went on all over Modesto the evening of July 3rd, 1876, when the Modesto Gas Works went into operation. According to an account in the Modesto Herald, the houses illuminated Tuesday evening. They were really brilliant, and when compared with kerosene light, put the latter quite in the shade. So it just obviously was very bright considering what people have been used to. Prominent among the more notable places supplied were Ducker and Case Bolt, Shade Saloon, D.S. Husband, White Oak Saloon, Farrell and McClure, George Eilick, J. Dedebach, B.B. Gardner, Davis and Medley, J.J. Champham, and S.R. Clay's Drugstore. And the Oddfellows Hall. So these were some of the places that got this gaslight in 1876. So the gasworks itself started by L.C. Branch. He was the son of George Branch, a former sheriff and county clerk. The younger Branch became county clerk himself, actually, at the age of 21 after the death of his father. Oh, you can just pass those on as you die. Sounds like politics, right? He was still in his early 20s when he started the gasworks, hiring James R. Smedberg, an engineer from San Francisco, to supervise construction of the buildings and installation of the machinery and the underground pipelines. The gasworks had capacity for supplying up to 5,000 cubic feet per night. The rate was $6 per 1,000 cubic feet. The first year was afterwards reduced to $5. The building itself was constructed of old bricks with an iron roof. The equipment included 2 retorts, 2 purifiers, and a condenser, and some other, things in there. So in 1881, a history of Stanislaus County written by the same L.C. Branch was published. The drawing of the gasworks shown Branch was elected to the California Assembly representing the district, which included Stanislaus County. Here is the drawing representing the lighting and the apparatus inside to light up Modesto. So yeah, 1876. The gaslight era in Modesto begins, and from there, we get to see where we're at. All right, bye now.
All right, that is it. That is it for Monday. We're rocking and rolling right into the second half of this month, inching our way towards that great Halloween party we're going to have on Halloween Day, which is a Tuesday, October 31st. Cool stuff to be had, cool stuff to be done. Looking forward to a great week. Next week, we start working on our Halloween movie trailers. That's going to be fun, so look forward to that. Otherwise, have a great Monday, everybody. 1 o'clock, YouTube Live. Who knows what kind of cool, positive, weird stuff might be happening there. But have a great Monday, everybody. We'll see you then. Take care.